What is up, y'all? It is me again. It is me, Tasha C. And here I'm making another video, my quick thoughts, my commentary on a surfer topic. Our girl Ciara, aka original, just phenomenal talent as far as entertainer. Been minding her business with her phenomenal family, her husband Russell. They've been up there, just happily minding their own business. Okay, and here again we got bitter. I ain't gonna lie. I do be sometimes listening to future music. He's one of the them guilty pleasures, I guess you could say. But again, he has made the news because this is like a recently on and off in like the past couple months, as far as I'm concerned. I could be over exaggerating that he comes after a few of his exes that probably, that he thought will always go on his exposure to bang and use or whatever, that that don't want him no more, and he has to remind us in the song. Now, there was possible rumors like years ago that the song collection, my collection of the girls all he smashed, even smashed you once, a collection that might have been rumors that song was based on how he felt about Ciara then. But it's been on and off sadly for a while how he feels some type of way about, you know, uh, Russell, Mr. Russell, and Ciara's relationship and Ciara's be able to not only move on and get married. And also Jolie, shout out Jolie, she's also engaged too to her boo. So, but let's get into an article that from the KimBarbie.com. I may also like go into it because I'm using both. Shout out also to ice cream combos as well. So I will be using the just reading the article, y'all, while adding in my thing. And also after doing this, I probably will slide in, so let's hope it's not copyrighted, slipping in the verse of when he makes his comment on this Quavo's new song. Okay, here we go. Kim Barbie, I think this was, this is on his website and also on his Instagram page where I originally got this from. I think like July the 14th or something, but let's go ahead. Here he goes. Because that's one of his favorite artists world. It's also he's cool, it's Ciara as well. My girl's goodies are clearly diamond status to have Future still pressed and bitter nearly a decade later. It is diamond, it is platinum, it is one of the ninth wonders of the world, okay? Because, yeah, he still feels some type of way. But let's continue. Future is one of the poster boys for toxic masculinity and F-boys, or pluck boys, I will say that, in hip-hop. If you don't know by now, a quick Twitter search will enlighten you, as it is one of the most agreed upon rap memes in the modern era. Still, a recent diss actually sees him redirect his energy towards his ex-Ciara's current partner, NFL quarterback Russell Wilson. Moreover, it appears that his new collab with Quavo turned your click up, and it's not exactly a subtle dig at the athlete neither. Yeah, he literally just says, "I got it in the field, F. Russell." This ninja here. Future raps on his verse. Not only that, but he also brings up other ex-girlfriends in that part of the verse, making his shots at Wilson and more pointed to go ask Lori about that Pytech, and I'll go look it over there because I usually use Genius and stuff to find that stuff. And then go ask Jordan about Des. Philippine water, trying to drown a beach. It is a habit tricking on a beach. That's how I interpret it. Now, while Future's disses are almost sure to be ignored, Russell and Ciara recently congratulated each other on their 7-year wedding anniversary. Congrats. The two posted wholesome messages on social media dedicated to each other, so I'm sure Future's bruised ego is probably the last thing on their mind. However, while it may make a good headline, a good few extra strings to his record, I don't think Future really understands how pathetic this makes him look. This man Future has taken countless jabs over the years at this man Russell, who, when you really think about it, hasn't done anything to him. Future fumbled his relationship with Ciara with infidelity, and the parent couldn't believe that she actually walked away. She walked away, she moonwalked, she did the Matrix, that back move she did, she did the 1-2 step, she twerked it on the knees, with her good knees. From that, So instead of learning from that situation, you somehow develop anger for that man who was able to be everything for her that you couldn't. And you still taunt these people. Meanwhile, they're not only living their best lives, but also raising your child. And at what point do you grow at your big, I like to put in this part right here, ass age? Take a listen for the song, listen for yourself and your thoughts. Is Future doing too much? Okay, let's get with it first. First of all, Des Dior was one of his like least current main girlfriends or whatever at a time. I think they broke up sometime maybe last year or year before last. And if you Google y'all at the beginning of the year, actually, she was still saying, we're still friends on good terms. So he'll come at Des Dior, which also is a rapper as well, and I think she's friend with Jada's. I'm not going to like I think her best for I don't want to mess up these young ladies' names. But it's like she minded her business and stuff like that. So he coming at her, and this is not the first time that he's came at Laura Harvey. Okay, he was on, that he even let Steve Harvey know, which is like, okay, to keep bringing up, Lori Harvey that his own. I mean, that is his, quote unquote daughter. Daughter. But the last time I checked, he also has other daughters. That's not the only daughter he has, and blah blah. I'm not trying to start. I'm just saying is. But it was no reason to sit there and like attack her as well. Now she minded her beautiful business, being a socialite, and she's sitting up here still with that Mr. Sexy Chocolate Man, that Damon, and I always get his name wrong. If you want to be like, who is that? He was first face only known. I mean, he once famously was known for being in one of the most famous series about drug called Snowfall. And he in if you got to watch it to see it to believe it. And but what I'm saying is that he she minded her business. Okay, now I'm looking through the screenshots, and one of the thing also I want to talk about that phrase when it's talking about petted water. Is a reference when he's talking about Philippine water, trying to have it drink. Is that the same song? Is a packed water is his October 2000. This is what from screenshot. So from is a reference from his October 2017 collaboration with Young Thug and another ex Migos married and Offset. But they could just leave it like former. They could just like ex Migos, because unfortunately since now they need to kind of reverse it up. I mean, him and Quavo, as far as Fernando, had patched things up. Okay, here's a song what he did with 32 Doug. 32 Doug from Detroit, y'all. I'm starting to big just like catch up. But this is also where I got from Genius, which is from Photo by Prince Williams. It's by my last name is Ahmed, and this was from the news made 21st, 2021. And it's a lie most liked by Steve Evans' daughter and future ex Lori Harvey. Steve has made his career about rapping about his personal relationship with the raps and his collaboration on 42 ex Doug's on Maybach. No different. The song is cut off Doug's the reason why I'm like that is because because he's saying from his song, okay, to Ciara Steve Harvey, I don't want her Doug's made back. The line is like about to start his ex Lori Harvey. That's what I'm saying. And this is at the time when that was actually on there, was when she was going with Mike why did I forget the Dirty Minstrel? But Michael Jordan, the other five when when he come up when I first saw about him was on The Wire, and he be in the Creed series and all this other stuff, and he was in Black Panther, the first movie, and all this. I mean, it's so many ones. I start painting, but Michael B. Jordan. There we go. Bam. But it was from a song that came out. He tells Steve Star, but I don't want her. Why are you bringing this lady up? She minding her business and stuff like that. Is she bringing you up? That's the problem. That's why I asked this man and stuff like that. But like I said, it was beginning of the year that you were saying like they're on good terms, but now why did he attack her? Was he trying to text her in the DMs again? And she like, I'm minding my own beautiful business. And it just shows it's sad that he still keep coming down Oh yeah, they were talking about the Plaque 15 is a luxury yacht. In case from Van when he was talking about go ask Lori about the paddock, and then go ask Jordan about Jordan about this. I don't know who Jordan is about this one. Maybe that's what he was referring to Jordan, like Michael Jordan, Michael B. Jordan to Lori. I don't know. There's Philip P. Water, then track down and B, and hate try to bound B. But I'm about to try to put the song in there. But it's like, man, that's it. Ice Cream Papa said he's trending the streets for his bitter Betty B Daddy shenanigans. I mean, he is giving bitter. He is putting Sour Patch Kid sugar on top of a lemon. Not sugar, but just bitter. 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 Why, sir? You got enough buzz and talent and stuff, whatever. You still make, hits. Why are you doing this? Is Jolie gonna be next? I don't know the name. Is Jolie gonna be next? Whatever on his list is gonna slide her in because she's engaged and been moved on for him too. Is she next? It's just this is pitiful, pitiful. Man, just worry about users making your money, paying your child's support, minding your business, and getting a piece yourself. And eventually, like he said, he eventually wants to get married someday, and he wants to continue on my ex-children kids, even though it's kind of sad how he did some of his baby moms and just be like, deny even after DNA test, hopefully at least paying child support, whatever. I mean, even though he needs to do more because the babies ain't got nothing to do with you and your auto-tune, traveling ATL penis going everywhere, okay? Raw dog but he wants to have family and have 3 more children with his wife. But anyways, y'all, so what do y'all think about this? Do you think this line is appropriate, or about him coming at 3 X's in less than at 3 lines of bars in verse? Or, like, okay, just entertainment. It feels some type of way, and it should left, everyone is just like, he is bitter. Or, they it's like, well, they shouldn't have done what they done, like women gotta be responsible too. Or, some people that consider this, which I personally don't like the term unless I want to attack somebody, bitches gotta learn too. But I'm just like, sir, like I said, it is giving bitter. It is giving Michelle Nanigilo. I know I'm probably mispronouncing her name, but I mean, she dope as a bass guitarist. Look her up, Google. I don't even know if she makes music anymore, but she is dope as heck. She made that song, and I think it was for use for the Love and Basketball, which is as far as I'm concerned, I watched it, but I wouldn't watch it again. Movie, even though personally means all right, but he's giving that bitter, 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 just bitter, y'all. But I mean, anyways, like I said, I'm about to put the end of this. Hopefully, the little track or at least the verses will come up, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Hugs and loves, and y'all just try to avoid getting this bitter. Like smoke. I don't smoke some trees, sir. Get some help or whatever cases, because this and that gets a beat. It's like, but this is the same Negro supposedly allegedly also one of his big mothers, Brittany. I gotta add this on here. Did he tell the child calling his mama's a hoe? Two, and then consider the behavior attorney chapter one of this nigga really say it's just some issue. He has some issues that need to be worked on. That's all I gotta say. And up here trying to come for women that mind their darn business, then come after you will not. I 9 times 10 will not bring them back, especially. And of course, Ciara, Joyce, you and your rest and joy. Happy heaven with the blessings. Y'all career endeavors just happens around. There's the yours. Enjoy your life as well. Jolie and Laura Harley, and this mine is bitterness. Okay, just give me bitter ex-boyfriend, bitter ex side ninja, bitter ex baby daddy, bitter ex. You were still supposed to be part of my collection, but the reality is, I can't control that. Bitterness. Damn, he at his big ass age. All right, I'm out here, y'all.
nothing that turn your click up. Ain't nothing. Shit, we turn the jeweler up. Just look at the diamonds we bust. All these street need bosses. Boss them up.
Oh, yard bag, told the cutter. I got it out the field. Fuck Russell. Shit, I come from no sick nigga trip. Shit, I'm floating. I'm out in the blue.
Turn your click up, dog. Turn them up. Turn your bitch up, dog. Turn them.